Le comité scientifique et technique, on va vous donner quelques recommandations pour le consortium. Yeah, so I will switch to English also. So we think that it is really important for the consortium to take actions to support the MRV procedures, to develop and to apply MRV tools, and investment in this area are very much needed. So the consortium members should see what they can do with their organizations and in their countries. So to account for this carbon sequestration in the national determined contributions, we think it's important to increase the collaboration between experienced countries and countries which are not so experienced, which need support to develop soil organic carbon related targets, policies and measures and incentives. We think that the countries should increase their commitments to soil organic carbon and to include them into these national determined contributions. We should think that they should improve this soil organic carbon measurement and monitoring for better evidence for the impacts of management practices on soil organic carbon, and incentives for farmers to change the practices and to overcome barriers. We also think that it's important to support the establishment of an international research consortium that will be presented later, and that is the outcome of the CICASA project. We think that the consortium should mobilize resources to implement sustainable soil carbon management practices. And we should also invest in developing strategic partnerships to support the implementation of the strategic plan of the initiative, and using this platform that has been developed. And we think that the 4per initiative and the consortium should take the lead of the implementation of the strategic plan of the initiative. So this is our recommendations.
Y a-t-il des prises de parole, des demandes de précision, des compléments à ce que vient de dire Cornelia?
Oui, j'ai une demande de prise de parole de Peter Goebbels.
Peter Goebbels, OK.
Oui, bonjour à tout le monde. Merci pour le rapport. I'll switch to English. My question is whether, in your view, do you require on a scientific basis to really help a given country or region develop the means to monitor, record, and verify soil organic carbon? Or can projects already start to help through agroforestry or other means to initiatives to help larger scale programs begin the process of enhancing soil carbon on the fields through maybe expanding existing initiatives? Can you give your point of view on that, please?
Yeah, of course, these MRV strategies, I mean, this is an ongoing discussion and an ongoing development, and the science evolves, and there are recommendations from IPCC and also even from the 4per initiatives, what practices to apply, what methods to use. And of course, the projects, they will not wait for the final development, but they have to start, and they should always use the latest available best information, and maybe consult specialists in their specific area in their country to help them with these monitoring, reporting, and verification strategies to establish them, because this is really extremely important that these strategies will be established and will be used in order to attract, for example, the in order to be sure that you can increase soil carbon with your practice. Otherwise, if it's not monitored, then it's a bit difficult to follow.
Merci, Cornelia.
Monsieur le Président.
Y a-t-il d'autres questions?
Oui, nous avons Monsieur Jean-Luc Schott de l'IRD qui voudrait poser une question.
Monsieur le ministre, bonjour. Monsieur le secrétaire exécutif, bonjour Paul. Merci de me donner la parole. I will switch in English. I will speak on behalf of CIRAD and INRAE and IRD, of course. And first of all, we welcome the vision and strategic plan. We believe that it has been a very good step forward, and we are very supporting the implementation of the objective and targets which has been identified during this long but also collaborative process. So it's a good point, and we are very willing to be part of this process. And we have some, I would say, recommendation. Maybe there is a next move that is needed, and we believe that the 4-Promille initiative, and particularly the science-based approach, could be part in other international agenda, such as Coronivia. For example, Coronivia is going to be assessed very soon, and we believe that the 4-Promille initiative could play a role in this new move in the Coronivia agenda. And we also believe that it would be a very added value for the initiative to take stock from the other international initiative we have heard yesterday, UNCCD, FAO, GSP, REDSOC, and maybe it could be very useful to have a benchmark analysis to be sure that initiative, the 4-Promille initiative, is giving added value and is very much connected with this other initiative. We believe, of course, the 4-Promille initiative has a word and a specific word to say in this international agenda. And maybe after, thank you, Cornelia, for your feedback from the CST activity, but maybe there is something that is needed to be strengthened between the CST and the College of Research and Education to have very close collaboration. And so CST has achieved a very tremendous piece of work, but maybe we can move. We can strengthen that. That is another point that we would like to share with you. And the last one, we welcome the task force. And as I said, on behalf of CIRAD and INRAE and IRD, we believe that the vision and the strategic plan is a very good move, but we are very willing to be part of this task force. But we need to be sure that this task force will not build silo between all different objectives and so on. And because we believe that it's a good room or good way to merge expertise from the different colleges, but we need to be very careful not building other silo. I would like to thank you for having given me the floor.
Thank you, Jean-Luc, for your very important comments. Yeah, the Coronivia process, I don't know, you have probably not been there yesterday, so I told yesterday, of course, that is an important process where the 4-Promille initiative and also the STC has to contribute. This is very important. What you said about the silos, yeah, I agree that this task forces should not be silos, but we need them also because we cannot work together with all members, all representatives of the organizations that are numerous now adhering to the initiative. And the last point, yeah, the collaboration with the STC and the scientific college, yeah, I agree. As we should intensify this collaboration to be sure that we can take advantage of all the science that is produced within the initiative.
Oui, si je peux me permettre de rajouter quelques éléments de réponse par rapport à ce que Cornelia a dit. Tout d'abord, concernant le travail du CST et du collège scientifique du 4 pour 1000, nous avons aujourd'hui avec la plateforme collaborative un outil qui nous permettra effectivement d'étendre un petit peu plus le travail. Nous avons besoin de développer cet aspect, nous en sommes conscients aussi au niveau du secrétariat, et nous allons travailler avec la présidence du CST pour améliorer ce dialogue et faire en sorte que des sujets puissent aller beaucoup plus profond au sein du réseau scientifique de l'initiative 4 pour 1000, de façon à faire remonter aussi beaucoup plus d'informations du CST au-delà de ses seuls membres. Donc ça, nous en sommes conscients et nous allons nous y atteler dès le début de l'année prochaine. Concernant la réflexion des task force, chaque task force a été créée au niveau de chacun des objectifs du plan stratégique. Et l'important a été de travailler sur, comme je l'ai dit hier, un point de la situation concernant l'objectif, et donc le point de départ de l'action, et la définition d'actions au pluriel et d'activités qui permettraient d'atteindre cet objectif avec une cible 2030 et une cible 2050. Mais ce travail objectif par objectif, pour aussi logique qu'il puisse être vis-à-vis, comme l'a dit Cornelia, de pouvoir toucher l'ensemble des parties prenantes et faire en sorte que chacun puisse y contribuer à sa façon, ne sera pas pour autant analysé et conservé objectif par objectif. Il y a des objectifs qui ne demandent qu'à être regroupés avec d'autres parce qu'ils touchent des sujets connexes. Et donc, une fois que nous aurons terminé ce travail d'analyse, et même peut-être avant même la fin de ce travail d'analyse, on va peut-être mettre ensemble, conjuguer certains objectifs et certaines task force de façon à pouvoir les traiter conjointement à travers un plan d'action qui sera commun à plusieurs des objectifs et qui se regroupera au sein d'un plan d'action et d'activité global au niveau de l'ensemble du plan stratégique. Donc, il n'y a pas de crainte à avoir. Nous ne poursuivrons pas ce travail en silo indépendamment jusqu'au bout sans faire de lien avec le reste des objectifs. Tout ceci se fera bien évidemment en cohésion avec l'ensemble du plan stratégique et nous éviterons, pour rassurer M. Schott, ce travail en silo qui pourrait effectivement se concevoir comme ça si on regarde la façon dont nous avons commencé à travailler. Mais il fallait bien commencer par quelque chose et nous avons trouvé logique de commencer objectif par objectif.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci. Y a-t-il d'autres interventions souhaitées? Il n'y en a pas d'autres, Paul?
Non, il n'y en a pas d'autres. Non, il n'y en a pas d'autres.
Merci en tout cas à Cornelia et puis aux intervenants, à la fois pour le travail qui est conduit. Sur le plan stratégique, on l'a vu, le besoin d'avoir à la fois un travail de réseau sur l'ensemble des institutions internationales et puis un travail scientifique qui soit aussi en capacité de faire des propositions et de faire avancer ce sujet du stockage de carbone dans les sols à l'échelle mondiale. Je pense qu'on est tous d'accord.